How to overcome rejection in relationships. How to overcome rejections in relationships. When a partner departs for someone else, the feeling of rejection can be overwhelming. They have to live with not only the loss, the sorrow, and the emptiness, but also the awareness that they have been replaced. The message is clear: you are no longer good enough. I've found someone who is superior to you. The first few seconds after a lover leaves can be excruciatingly painful. People react by not eating, sleeping, sobbing, withdrawing, and generally feeling hopeless. They may have a sensation of unreality, as if they are a playwright's character. Going to bed is usually the worst part. The mind drifts to the source of rejection's agony. Escaping is difficult. The ideas continue to flow. Sleep comes in fits and starts. It doesn't get much better when you wake up. It's a new day, and the suffering begins anew. We've all been turned down, whether it was by a new love interest, a job application, or a group of friends. Regardless of the type of rejection you're facing, the reality remains that rejection hurts, and when you put your whole heart and soul into something only to be told no, it's enough to make anyone want to quit trying. However, there are strategies for dealing with rejection that will help you emerge stronger. Rejection does not have to be the end of the world or the end of your hopes. In fact, it can help you grow stronger and mature in your life in the long run. The first thing to understand before learning how to deal with rejection in a relationship, at business, or in your personal life is that there's a reason rejection hurts so much, and it's not because you're weak or too sensitive. In truth, there's a biological reason for our desperate need for others to embrace us. When someone rejects us, there's a really primitive aspect to it, which is that it goes against everything we feel like we need for survival. Beyond evolutionary considerations, our reaction to rejection is influenced by our attachment styles, or the models through which we form relationships with others. People who have positive interactions with their spouses as newborns develop a stable attachment style in which they believe they are worthy and lovable. Insecure attachment styles, on the other hand, cause people to believe they are unlovable, unworthy, and insufficient. It's no surprise that some of us have a tougher time dealing with rejection. Our need for connection is hardwired into us from the moment we're born. Build the resilience you'll need to rise again when life throws you a curveball. Dealing with rejection in unhealthy ways can have a detrimental impact on your personal relationships, as well as debilitating conditions like depression and anxiety. How does one recover from and overcome the excruciating anguish of being rejected in one of life's most crucial areas? Here are 7 strategies to help you recover from the heartbreak of rejection. Recognize that you will experience stages of sorrow. A breakup is like death. It's natural to experience astonishment, shock, wrath, hurt, bargaining, grief, dread, and depression. Grief can be exacerbated when a partner leaves for someone else. Although there is a loss, the individual remains. They choose to leave for a certain reason. Recognize your emotions, write about them in a notebook, and take steps to alleviate them. Take a breather and focus on your own well-being. We're not in the right frame of mind to think about rejection right after it happens because we're in so much agony. After a rejection, you're likely to feel angry and wounded, but contrary to common opinion, releasing your anger, for example, by screaming or striking a punching bag, doesn't help you feel better. In fact, it's more likely to make you feel worse. Self-care is critical at this time. Exercise, running, yoga, and meditation are all helpful ways to be in a balanced state so you can think more clearly about the problem. If you're having trouble calming down, try baking, taking a bath, or listening to music. Allow yourself to reflect on your feelings. After you've taken some time to relax and settle down, it's vital to pay attention to how you're feeling, and writing it all down in a notebook is a terrific method to do so. And then match them up with the concepts that go along with them. Just by doing that, you're gaining some space from the rejection, and you'll be able to cope with it better because you're not entangled in it. And remember that your emotions are never good or wrong, they are just what they are anytime you're paying attention to them. Use affirmations to boost your confidence. Beyond merely identifying your emotions, consider writing down some good aspects of yourself. In other words, make a list of your strengths and values, and read them out to yourself every morning. It's not just about talking oneself up, It's also about considering what makes you feel good about yourself. These self-affirmations will make you feel stronger simply by recognizing who you are and how you identify yourself, which is especially important in the face of self-doubt that often comes with rejection. Spend quality time with your loved ones. When you're dealing with any kind of rejection, realize that there's more to life than that one rejection from that one individual, and that there are plenty of other people on your side. Spend some quality time with friends and family to remind yourself that you haven't been utterly abandoned by the world, and make sure you're still feeling sincerely connected to those around you. If you're attempting to find out how to deal with a crush's rejection, for example, you could want to seek moral support and quality time with your pals. Connection is essential since it reminds us of everything we can't remember at the time. It reminds us of how wonderful we are, how much people care for us, and how deserving we are. Don't allow rejection get in the way of your success. If there's one thing you should take away from rejection, it's that you should never let it stop you from pursuing your dreams. Rejection is an unavoidable part of life, after all, and every successful person, including today's most powerful people, has been rejected at some point. And instead of being sad and depressed, ask yourself what you can do to be better. The most essential thing is to ask yourself, is there anything I can learn from this experience? Rather than living in rejection. Look for a therapist who can assist you. It takes time, support, and patience to recover after a partner has left. If you're having trouble dealing with the loss of a relationship, talk to a therapist. They are there to help you get through difficult times like this and to help you overcome rejection. The pain of losing love is nothing compared to the heartache of refusing to accept it. That's it for today. If you enjoyed our video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel, as well as turn on the notification bell, so you don't miss any of our future videos. More advice can be found in the description.